Okay, so anyway, so this pool was winterized, and we're gonna look at it how it was done. Actually, we're gonna look how the skimmer was winterized. That's the most sensitive part for the fiberglass pool. So yeah, let's look at it. Okay, so yeah, so that's the skimmer, and yeah, there's no bolts. So yeah, somebody just put the bottle, which was on the surface, on the surface of the water, which is it does nothing to the winterizing. Yeah, so let's look at it inside. Yeah. So inside, it's only the plug that is all the way on the bottom, and that's it. So basically, I would not call this winterizing because this is a very sensitive part. If it breaks, it's very, very expensive to replace or to fix it. That means if it cracks, which is in this situation 100% is gonna crack, because there is nothing stop the expansion of the ice right now. I mean, just like if it freezes right here, everything it expands and it cracks, either the sides, the bottom, or even worse, on the very bottom of the skimmer. So this is really needs to be re-winterized, and we will do right now. And what else I can say, that people not realizing how expensive is to fix the crack in the skimmer. It's literally, you have to dig it out under and do some repairs. Some repairs you can do from inside, depending what it's done. We'll have right now everything step by step, what I would think would work. That's my opinion. I could be wrong in some areas, but I give you most ideas that I think that could help to winterize the skimmer for the fiberglass pool. Very, very good. That's my opinion. It's a little bit different material. It's an ABS material, which is very good for the freezing temperatures, and but not for the sunlight. So that's why you have this cap protecting from the sunlight. So freezing temperatures. The PVC pipe is not good for the freezing temperatures. So that's why we have to use a different glue to connect these together. So if you use this regular glue, even if you use this glue, or even if you use this glue, it doesn't matter. It's gonna pop out. Eventually, it's gonna pop out, because this glue, it's not suited to combine two materials. It's not. You could do the test. We did the test actually. We put the regular glue and we applied the pressure, and after like an hour or two, just pops out. Literally just pops out. So basically, if somebody uses the regular glue to connect this material, the skimmer, which is always different material than the pipe, that means eventually there will be a leakage right here. The skimmer will start leaking, and it doesn't matter that you winterize properly or took care of the skimmer, but the glue, that's what it makes the problem. The wrong glue makes the problem. So what do you do? So actually you use a different glue. So that means transitioning glue from this material to this material, which is going to be right here. This is the transitional glue, which is connects two materials together in a very solid way. So anyway, we're taking out this plug, and you can use the gizmo, kind of like this, and literally you can put some tape right here, depending what size opening you have. We have this biggest opening, so but you can leave this one anyway, and you can leave this gasket too. So make sure not to tap it on this gasket. So only for the thread. So yeah. To put it right here, and kind of like, it's kind of like a good start, but it's not completed yet, but just a good start. But instead of the gizmo, we would like to use something else. So we're using the pipe, actually, the pipe with the thread. So let's see. So yeah, we're gonna use the pipe. Everything has to be hand tight. You don't want to use tools, so not to break anything. So yeah, so we just looks like it's good. Now we're gonna winterize. We're gonna take the water out from the pipe right now by pushing from the equipment area with a specific blower. So we're gonna push everything out. So yeah, let's do it right now. Okay, so now we're gonna blow the water from that pipe, the ones that we put it in. Okay, yeah, let's start. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, so right now this pipe it's empty of water, but it's surrounded with water. So anyway, so right now we're gonna start winterizing. That means we're gonna start protecting 3 parts of the skimmer. So we're gonna protect this part of the skimmer, over here, the square one. Then the second step is prepare to protect this part of the skimmer. And the most important, of course, to protect this part of the skimmer, which is the most damaging to the pool that could happen. So because this one, if something happens, you have to go underneath and just dig it underneath and just fix it. That's very, very costly. These ones, if it breaks right here or right here, it's possible to patch it, not this part. Anyway, so right now we're gonna start winterizing. Let's winterize this first, this part. That means where the water coming in. So the idea is when it gets water, it's inside. Not it gets, the water is always inside. Because when you're winterizing the fiberglass pool, you want to keep the water level up, not down, up. So what that means it's better for the cover. The cover, when it gets rain, it's not gonna break. And also when you have more water, the water protects from freezing surrounding the pipes. That's it's close by the fiberglass pool on another side underground. So by having water more, it's better to protect the pipes around. So that's kind of maybe a little bit different with some other pools, but the fiberglass pool, the way I see it's better to keep. How much? I would say maybe 4 inches to the top, somewhere in that area. Anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna start winterizing this part, and we're gonna use a couple things. There are antifreeze, RV antifreeze, that you can use, like it's one part of the winterizing, one stage of winterizing, I would say. But we're gonna use a little bit different antifreeze. We're gonna use this one. That it's actually this is, let's say it's a 50 below zero, and this one it's 100 below zero. So anyway, so and this is actually, it says for the pools. You can see that even it's RV, but it's for the pools. So anyway, so how are we gonna do it? It's very simple. We need empty bottles, and plus, so we're gonna take it out. We're gonna start winterizing. We're gonna put some antifreeze in the bottles, empty bottles. And the reason I picked these bottles, I'm looking for the stronger lock. That's all it is. I mean, it's just like a stronger lock. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna prepare those bottles right now. I'm gonna put a little bit antifreeze to each of them. A little bit, not much. And I'm explain why I'm doing that. So. Anyway, now we're gonna dump some antifreeze inside that pipe. The pipe, the one that has no water right now for the moment. Not for the moment, but it's not gonna have water. So we're gonna put right there. So why are we putting the antifreeze in the empty pipe? There's a reason. We're protecting this fitting right here. So anyway, so we're protecting that. We put antifreeze inside the empty pipe, and if the pipe gets water from somewhere, it mixes with the antifreeze. And when it mixes with the antifreeze, there's more chances that it's not gonna freeze and it's not gonna pop out this part, which may happen. So yeah, if you have a gizmo, you put it in, you think it's safe, but if it's leaking in this area or somewhere else it's leaking, or maybe even from the top, when it pushes, squeezes, maybe this pops out and the water starts coming into the pipe, and you don't know that, and that pipe starts freezing from the bottom and it pops out. I mean, it cracks, literally it cracks these parts. So this antifreeze putting in the empty pipe protects from freezing. And we will do one more thing to protect, one additional step to protect that part, but that's going to be later. So now, yeah, we put that antifreeze, and what we're going to do, I wish I could have some little bit. Yeah, you want to keep some antifreeze inside the bottle, and the reason is because, let's see, I'm going to cap it. Very good. Now we're going to push it into skimmer from this side. So what we're doing actually, we're putting this one right here. We're protecting this part. So it's not protected yet, but we're putting right here. So what happens if let's say the water starts freezing and ice appears and starts pushing the bottle? So by pushing the bottle, by chance, if this pops out, you have some antifreeze that it releases into the water, surrounding water, and in that case just a little bit has more protection. So anyway, so let's see, we have these bottles. We have some antifreeze too. Same scenario. If the ice pushes, this pops out, the antifreeze releases, and at least you have some time to react. Or let's see. So yeah, so we have these bottles. Okay, so now we're protecting the front of the skimmer, this part. So we're putting this bottle with a little bit of antifreeze inside. Now we're putting another bottle on the side. Now we're putting right here. Now we're putting another one. Okay, so now you have complete protection right here, complete protection. If something happens with one bottle, you have other bottles that it's kind of working together, that helping for the water not to expand. So you're protecting this area. So this area, it's right now, it's good. So now we're gonna do the same thing on that real skimmer. So we're putting some antifreeze right now. Okay, so we put the antifreeze inside, and we put the antifreeze in the pipe, and also right now, this is the pool salt. We're gonna put some salt right there. Not too much, a little bit. Okay, so we have this insulation tube. We can put this way. Yeah. Yeah, so you see this way. Now we put insulation tube. Now we have this foam, like a noodle. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put inside that pipe. So what it does, actually, it protects this part. So let's say if we have this foam and we get the water, so at least it has some space for the ice to not to break this part of the skimmer. So that's what we want to use. We're going to extend this much inside the pipe. Yeah, so we're going to put this way. So yeah, so now we're going to put the zip tie. Okay, so that's what we got right now. Okay, now we're gonna put the bottles. The cap gonna be on the bottom because if the ice pushes, so it really it pops out, so that releases this antifreeze. So you're gonna have antifreeze diluted with the water, so it protects, additional protection. If you put this way, the ice push this way, and the cap pops out, the water gets in, and there is not much usage. So anyway, so all the caps gotta be down. Okay, so now that's what we have right here. If you want, you can use more of this. To put it in some other places right here. Okay, so now we're gonna add some salt. And again, I'm gonna add some antifreeze. So I'm gonna soak. Okay, have this completed, and we have protected all parts of the skimmer. In my opinion, that should be good. So now we're gonna put the screws back, and let's see. Yeah, so we have everything, but if you want to be more picky, you can put more foam around in some places, like let's say let's do a small pieces. Yeah, just in case. Now okay, so